Why, hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to my vibey, lit, abundant YouTube channel. For those of you that are new here, hello, hi, how are you? My name is Shonnetta from goldenlineage.com. And over here on this vibey, lit YouTube channel, I love to make in-depth tarot pick a card readings, other collective timeless tarot readings, and of course, other spiritual related videos. So if that is something that interests you, you would like to continue seeing me and my energy, be sure to subscribe and join this beautiful growing family. All right, and while you are subscribing, be sure to ring that post bell notification bell down below so you stay updated and you do not miss out when homegirl, when sister, posts future videos like so. You already know, let's go, period. All right, so welcome back to the channel. I just want to go ahead and address it. My voice sounds freaking crazy right now. I'm literally getting over one of the craziest colds like ever. I think something's going around. It was awful, but I've been doing all of the protocols and procedures to get better, soups, warm beverage, staying hydrated, vitamin D, vitamin C, okay, all the good stuff. So I'm good over here. Don't you worry. My voice still sounds a little bit crazy. I might run out of breath a little bit, but I'm definitely feeling better and I'm in the spirits to make a video. And this idea literally came to me and I got so inspired. Then this is different, y'all. This is different. So today we're going to be doing some bibliomancy, excuse me. Basically, if you're not familiar with what that is, we're going to be doing divination with some books, okay? I do have some cards right here for you guys to choose from, but the main part of the reading is going to be coming from some books. And as you can tell by the title, today we're going to be looking at what herbs are calling out to you at this time. What herbs are you in need of, okay? Yo, I sound crazy, but because if you are somebody that is, woke and informed on your spiritual journey, you know that working with herbs, all herbs hold different vibrations, different healing properties. All right, whether you ingest them, whether you use them in spell work, okay, or whether you just start working with them or putting them around your house, what have you, all herbs, very powerful. And I am a firm believer, and from personal experiences, working with herbs and incorporating them in your everyday life and in your spiritual routines, okay, it really shakes some stuff up, okay. So I got this video idea because I was chilling in my living room with my family and I was like, because I have a book, y'all will see it. It's the Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. And I'm like, what herb do I need right now? Okay, because I'm getting over a nasty cold and, I just want to get back into alignment. So instead of me like looking through the book and like, oh, this is cool, I randomly opened up and I let spirit guide me to the herb that is calling out to work with me. Okay, so funnily enough, I got lime. Okay, and limes are mucus busters. They're great to get rid of mucus. They're great for your digestion. They're great for a lot of things, detoxing, cleansing as well. So I thought that was like on point. And I was like, you know what? Let me bring a video for the people, for my beautiful lovelies. Okay. So y'all don't come for me. Don't come for the voice. I think it's a little spicy. It sounds a little bit spicy. All right. So yeah, enjoy it while you can. I got a nice warm bev. Okay. A bev right here with the straw. So we're going to get, isn't this cup so cute? Anyways, we're gonna get right into it. So we're about to jump up into the close-up shot of the cards. All right. But yeah, I'm super excited. So without further ado, let's get it. Let's go. All right, my beautiful lovelies. So jumping right into today's very different type of reading, the very first thing that I would love for each and every one of you guys to start by doing is taking at least 3 deep mindful breaths. All right. Doing so will not only calm your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit, but this will also help you deeply relax and connect with your higher self, connect with your guides, and connect with spirit, okay? can to get the most accurate reading. All right. So once you have grounded yourself, and you can pause the video to really get into a meditation, or you could just connect with the breath really quickly. It's up to you. But after you have done that, the very next step is to ask yourself, either out loud or in your head, what herbs are currently calling out to me? What herbs would most benefit me at this time? What herbs would improve my current situation and circumstances? Okay. What herbs are wanting to work with me? And also, what is my current energy? Because we're going to look at that too. All right. So, here before you, I have 4 piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. It's group 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can pause this video here if you need more time. As always, the timestamps will be pinned in the comments along in the description box as well. So definitely check that out. I'm super excited to get into everybody's messages. So I'm going to get into it. I'll see you at your pile selection. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. So for those of you that selected pile number 1, group number 1, this is your reading. And once again, today we're going to be looking into what herbs are currently calling out to you. What herbs are you most in need of? Okay. What herbs want you to collaborate with them, with the energy, incorporate more of these herbs into your rituals, into your everyday life to improve the quality of your life. You feel me? All right. So this is going to be a reading using Bibliomancy, but I did have to pull, just some cards for you guys to choose from. And I shuffled on these cards, like, what's your current energy? Let's see what the vibes are. So without further ado, here we go. So group number 1's current vibes, we have Crown Chakra, Destiny. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure y'all can see that. All right, so you guys are in your crown chakra energy at this time. Very beautiful. Your crown chakra is active, it is open, and you are tuned in. And I feel like at this time, your current energy, group number 1, you guys are getting a lot of beautiful downloads from your spiritual team, your guardian angels, your ancestors, and they are currently helping you get in alignment with your soul's mission, your soul's purpose, what you were brought here to be doing. So, a lot of times with crown chakra energy and you being in tune with the angelic realms, you being in tune with the cosmos, you just being in tune with the universe, the universal laws, the universal principles, all that, you guys are definitely tapped in. So this is the energy of trusting the thoughts that you have, trusting the random ideas. And you might think, oh, it's just a random thought. Oh, it's just, something that crossed my mind, especially if it's continuously popping up for you. This is a part of your destiny, and this is something that your spiritual team wants you to move forward with. All right. I'm noticing these two down here, okay, yin and yang, light and dark, okay? And so and this is a very specific message, a part of your spiritual path right now, I feel like a specific lesson that the group 1 viewers are on right now is balancing out the yin and the yang, balancing out the light and the dark, all right? Realizing that on your spiritual journey, yes, high vibrational things, eating high vibrational foods, all the spiritual things, right? And then there's also going to be darker aspects, okay, or the 3-dimensional distractions or the worldly things. And I feel like your spiritual team right now is teaching you that, it's like in balance, it's okay. So if you've been hard on yourself because you have been partaking in, worldly things or, 3-dimensional things or lower vibrational foods or lower vibrational things, it's a part of the journey. And of course, I'm not telling you to just like let all of that completely immerse, don't let that, become like your one and only, but it's like balancing it out. And so your spiritual team wants to channel a specific message. If you've been, hard on yourself recently because you found yourself backtracking a little bit, doing certain things or hanging out with certain people that you cut off because they just weren't in alignment with your vibration or your spiritual practices or things of that sort. Don't be hard on yourself because they're resurfacing and they're popping back up for a reason. There's medicine there for you. You get what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm getting at here? Maybe some of you guys that selected group number 1, you guys have been pretty hard on yourself about that because, at one point on your spiritual path, you were just super dedicated, not doing none of the, lower vibrational things, not listening to none of the lower vibrational worldly music and, foods and stuff like that. And maybe you're at a part in your path right now where you're stepping back into some of those things, or you're around some of those things here, but it's all about balance. Okay. And so that's a big message that your spiritual team wants me to rely to you. Okay. Balancing out your shadow aspects, the darker sides of who you are. Okay. The not so positive qualities that you walk with, balancing those out with the positive qualities that you walk with. Okay. So don't be too hard on yourself. Life is a journey. Enjoy it. All right. And then another card, we have root chakra, insecurity. Root chakra, insecurity. And again, I was tuning into what's your current energy right now? Like, what's going on? So it's interesting. You have your 7th chakra, your first chakra, the top and the bottom. So you're like, there's that balance. There's that mother freaking balance. That's crazy. And so right now on your spiritual path, another lesson that is popping up for you guys, group number 1. It could be, you being triggered by certain people, places, or situations, feeling some insecurities, being very hard on yourself, comparing yourself to other people. And that's another thing, everybody's journey is different. And that's something that your spiritual team is wanting to heavily communicate with you. And it's interesting that there's like a little depiction of a devil here on this card, because again, it's like there could be certain things, that you swore up and down in the past. Oh, I'll never do that. Oh, I'll never go back to that. I'm better than that. Da 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 da. Blase blase. But it's popping back up again. But it's like Spirit is telling you it's popping up for a reason. No such thing as a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. You run into the people that you run into for a reason. People resurface for a reason. All right. You hear certain songs for a reason. All right. And there's medicine in everything. There's the universe is our teacher. And so you have to be mindful of that, and you have to give yourself grace. We are humans. We are bound to make mistakes. So I'm feeling like some of you guys recently made a mistake. And I feel like for some of you, it's like a light mistake. It's life. It happens. Some of you, it's a bigger mistake. But again, it was a part of your destiny. It was a part of your teachings. And as long as you grow from these mistakes, as long as you realize, okay, bless, this happened for a reason. What did I learn from it? Will I make the mistake again? Or have I evolved? And if you do make the mistake again, bless. It just means that you needed a little bit of extra time on that curriculum that the universe was teaching you. Okay. Don't compare yourself to other people. Okay. You could be, especially with social media, just scrolling and seeing all the beautiful people and the people with their bodies looking a certain way, or the people that have a certain lifestyle. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You really don't. You'd be surprised. So don't get caught up in that little race, okay, of comparing yourself to other people. So now let's get into the real reason why you clicked on this mother freaking reading. This is the book. It'll be linked. Oh, I gotta clear my I gotta go ahead and clear my SD card. 1 second. Here we go. All right, I'm back. So this is the book. It is a very mother freaking good resource to have in your possession. Okay, whether you are, a new to the craft, or whether you have been in the craft for a while, this is really a really good resource. It's in the description box. Okay. Bibliomancy. It's basically doing divination with books. Okay, setting the intention before you open the book. And I'm teaching you because this is so easy. This is something I do basically like so much in my day-to-day life. I have a little library, nothing crazy, but I do have, a good amount of books, right? Life Path 7. I love just having different things that I could just, whenever I'm feeling drawn to it, I open it. Anyways, so you set your intention. So you guys are going to watch me live on camera. All right, Spirit, please connect me with the viewers that will be selecting pile 1, group number 1. Spirit, please connect me with the viewers that will be drawn to pile 1, that will be fast forwarding to pile 1's timestamp. All right, what are the herbs? Okay, we're going to open up the book twice, Spirit. What are the herbs that are currently calling out to group 1's soul? Okay, what are group 1 viewers mostly in need of at this time, Spirit? What are the herbs that group 1 viewers need at this time? Here we go. Damn. So my fingers are on chamomile and cherry. Let's start with chamomile here. All right. So folk names for chamomile: ground apple, camia melon. The fuck? What? Chamomile. Okay. The gender of this herb is masculine. The planet is the sun. Okay, so chamomile is ruled by the sun. The element is water. Magical uses. German chamomile is used in calming and sleep incenses and brews. It is also used to attract money, baby. The sunny nature of German chamomile has been used to combat curses and spells. So do with that information what you will, group number 1. Some of you have chamomile tea that's in the cabinet. Go ahead and fix you a cup of that. But I'm going to need you to fix that mother freaking cup of chamomile tea with intention. All right. Ask the herb of chamomile to bring calmness to your soul, to bring calmness to your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit. Ask the herb, ask the energy of chamomile to come into your life and to cleanse your mind of worries, to cleanse your mind of doubt, to cleanse away the insecurities that have been popping up for you, to cleanse away the doubt that you have been feeling in regards to following your destiny, following your calling. All right? Anything that's burdening you, anything that's stressing you out, ask the spirit of chamomile to come into your life, to come into your home, and to bring calmness, to bring peace, to bring serenity, to help you sleep better at night, to help you connect more with the spiritual realm in your dreams, okay? Now you have cherry. The folk names for cherry: sweet cherry. Okay. Ooh, yo, this is crazy. I feel like there's going to be a viewer that selected this group that actually has cherries tatted on them. Or maybe this is your favorite fruit. Okay. Mazard cherry. The gender of cherry is feminine. The planet that is ruled by the cherry's ruling planet is Venus. The element is water. The powers of cherry: love and divination. The cherry has long been used to stimulate or attract love. A beautiful Japanese spell to find love is simple. Tie a single strand of your hair to a blossoming cherry tree. More complex is the following love spell. This is the type of complicated spell which can be simplified if desired. Collect as many cherry stones as years you are old. Drill a hole through no more than one stone each night, beginning on the night of the new moon. Do not drill any holes during the waning moon. This means that the most you can drill in a month is 14 stones. When you have finished drilling, wait until the next new moon. Thread them on a piece of red or pink thread and tie this around the left knee each night for 14 nights. Sleep with it on and remove each morning. This will bring you a husband or a wife. To find out how many years you will live, run around a tree full of ripe cherries, then shake it. The number of cherries that fall represent the number of years left. Be sure to shake the tree hard. Cherry juice is also used as a blood substitute where called for in old recipes. Wow, that's crazy because tart cherry juice actually helps with your sleep as well. If you're dealing with insomnia, if you're having a hard time sleeping, really try some tart cherry juice. I have some in my fridge. It's amazing. So, herbs that are calling out to you, helping just bring more peace. Okay, of course, love, like Cherry just talked about. But that is so beautiful. So, I'm going to open it one more time, get two more herbs. If this is resonating, if this is, making some sense to you, definitely comment down below. I can't wait to see how you guys like it. All right, any other herbs that are currently calling out to group number 1 viewer spirit, please guide me. All right, any other herbs that are calling out to group number 1 at this time? Like group number 1 is in need of. Spirit's telling me the back of the book. Tobacco. Oh my gosh. So you guys here have tobacco. That's what I saw when I first opened. Damn. Okay. Folk names. Tobacco. Tobacco. Cheryl, run in there and go bring me some of that tobacco. The gender of tobacco is masculine. The ruling planet is Mars. The element is fire. The powers, healing and purification. And I also do know that you can use tobacco as an offering to spirit, okay? Shoot, just the straight up tobacco, rolled up in a cig. However, ritual uses. Candidates for some shamanic systems must drink tobacco juice to induce visions as part of their training. Tobacco has been long used in religious ceremonies by some of the American Indians. Indeed, many people still regard the plant as sacred. The magical uses. South American Indians smoked tobacco to allow them to converse with spirits. Tobacco was also thrown into the river with beginning a journey. Tobacco was also thrown into the river when beginning a journey by boat to propitiate the river gods. Burning tobacco as an incense purifies the area of all negativity and spirits, both good and bad. And to cure earaches, tobacco smoke is blown into the ear. If you have nightmares, they may cause If you have nightmares, they may cause sickness. To prevent this, immediately upon waking, wash in a running stream and throw tobacco into the water as an offering to the water spirit who has cleansed you of the evil. Tobacco is a magical substitute for sulfur as well as for datura and a nightshade, both of which are related to tobacco. Although it is regularly smoked by millions, tobacco is a very poisonous plant and can kill. Okay, so do with that information what you will. Some of you guys, your ancestors are asking you for an offer of tobacco. Okay, some good old tobacco. All right, group number 1, that was your reading. I know it was quick. It was straight up to the point, but that was the point of this, just a quick message, what herbs are calling out to you. So let me know in the comments how you're going to incorporate these herbs. If this, brought some synchronicities, some, repeated messages. If you, enjoyed this, if you'd like to see more, definitely let me know in the comments down below. All right. Yes, also be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up. It lets me know that you enjoyed. And if you're interested in booking a private personal reading with me, definitely check out the description box. Head over to my website and we'll set something up. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next group and let's get it. Let's go. All right. For those of you that selected pile number 2, group 2 for this very fun, very interesting reading, let's go ahead and get into your messages. Now, the main part of this reading is going to be Bibliomancy, which we're basically doing divination with a book, okay? But of course, I needed something for you guys to choose from. So before we start the fun part, we're just going to look at what your current energy is. When I was shuffling before I turned on the camera, I just said, okay, what is Group 2's current energy, Spirit? So these are actually chakra cards. I love them so much. So your current energy, we have Root. Okay. Make sure there's not a glare. We have the root chakra, and this is complacency. Okay. Complacency. So some of you guys, energetically right now could be feeling a little bit low. Maybe something recently happened that caused you to feel left out, that caused you to feel like the odds are against you, or a plan of yours didn't go through how you would like it, or things didn't. Yeah, it's like an energy of kind of like giving up on your hopes, giving up on your dreams, not feeling good enough. This is the root chakra, is the lower energies. All right, it's the base. And so a part of you is not feeling fully secure with your circumstances, with how things are going, or even with yourself. But immediately as I'm tuning into this card, your spiritual team is coming through and saying, don't be so hard on yourself. Of course, it's beautiful to feel these emotions and to allow these emotions to come through. But how long do you want to sit in these emotions? Okay. And I'm not saying that you're dwelling in these emotions, but it's like, just because one thing didn't work out doesn't mean that the rest of the things in your life are going to fall apart as well. So it's like, just because one thing, one chapter has ended doesn't mean that there's no more that are going to begin. Specifically with this one, I'm getting like a lost dream. Have you recently given up on something, given up on a dream, or just you threw in the towel recently? You threw in the towel on something, and at one point you never saw yourself doing that. And I feel like this is a different message for multiple different people, so please take this how it resonates. But if you're feeling called, something inside of you has been just feeling like giving up. You don't see how things are going to change. You don't see how things are going to get better. I feel like Spirit is telling you that it really could possibly get better. There's a chance that it could get better. All right. So don't be so quick to give up. But then there's also a percentage of you, it's like you've tried and you've tried and you've tried. All right. But you're just not seeing change. Maybe this is with the person, maybe this is with the job, and you've really tried to make this work, but you just feel like the longer that you stay, the more that you're going to be in this energy of darkness. Okay. And so I do feel like Spirit wants you to know, when it comes to this particular situation, it's not meant for, you're not meant to be in this energy permanently. This energy will pass. So I feel like Spirit is also communicating to get up and make change, to get up and make change, or to get up and do something different in your everyday routine is something that's coming through here. Some of you guys are have a history of dealing with seasonal depression is also something that I'm picking up here, that Spirit is communicating, and you're starting to feel that energy. And so what Spirit is telling you to do is Spirit is telling you to do something different in your everyday routine to shake that energy. It might not counteract it completely, but it might make changes. Do you take vitamin D every day? That's a supplement that you want to make sure that you are, and I'm no doctor. I'm not giving any medical advice. No. Just from personal experience. When I am slacking on taking my vitamin D, especially in the wintertime, I do notice it's easy for me to fall into energies of complacency. It's very easy for me to just look at everything from a dark viewpoint, like, oh, there's no point, oh, it'll never get better, oh, I'm just stuck, and so have you been taking your vitamin D? That's something that's coming through, and that's not even a part of your reading, but that's what Spirit wants you to focus on. Also, getting up and moving your body, even if it's just around the house, or if it's going on walks, or if it's just anything that allows you to move the body and allows you to not feel stagnant. Okay. And again, Spirit is communicating. Sorry for the pauses, but I'm just listening, okay? And again, Spirit is communicating. It's beautiful to sit with your emotions and to honor them and to allow them to flow. But it's also beautiful to, once you've been in those energies for a while, to get up and shake something, like shaking out the bed sheets, opening the curtains, you know what I'm saying? Opening the window, letting some fresh air in, taking a shower and, just giving yourself, it's like you need a refresh, okay? A refresh, okay? Embracing the change, because some changes are going on in your life right now, and Spirit's saying it's inevitable. It's a part of the journey, okay? You also do have, you have heart chakra, growth. And so this energy right here that you've been feeling, it's a part of your healing. It's a part of your growth. You are growing from it. And I know it's like a cliche message, it's happening for you, not to you, but it's really true is what Spirit is saying. You are growing from this. You are learning from whatever is causing the sadness, whatever is causing you to feel complacent, whatever is causing you to feel not good enough, whatever is causing you to feel like giving up. This is medicine. And I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to push through these changes. Some of you guys are dealing with grief. A lot of you guys are dealing with grief in some way, whether it's grieving the old version of you, your old life, your old way of being, grieving a person, grieving a loved one, grieving a missed opportunity or a lost opportunity. It's okay, because new energy is going to be coming in from this. But, remember this saying, it's happening for you and not to you. There is medicine in the seasons changing. There's medicine in all aspects, so definitely keep that in mind. But you are growing as a person at this time. Your current energy, everything that you're experiencing, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the in between, you're growing. And so, age wise and, with how old you are and all, yeah, you're growing, but also like spiritually, you're growing, you're evolving, you're changing. And I feel like your life right now is going through big changes, and they could even feel drastic, like, oh shit, I was not expecting that, like this is crazy, but it's a part of the wheel of life. And I feel like you guys are really stepping into a whole new chapter, okay? A whole new chapter. All right. Damn. So let's get into the herbs, okay? So this is the book. If you're interested, it will be linked down below. Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. It's a beautiful resource to have in your possession. It really comes in handy, for simple stuff like this. You're feeling a little bit off, Spirit. What herb can help me shake this energy? Boom. Okay. So we're going to get into it. All right, Spirit, please connect me with the viewers that will be selecting pile number 2, group number 2 here. What herbs are currently calling out to group number 2, soul? What herbs are currently calling out to group number 2? Okay, what herbs would group 2 viewers most benefit from at this time? All right, Spirit's telling me the middle of the book right here. Ginseng, American ginseng. Damn. So let's see what this is here. Let's have a look together, shall we? American ginseng. The folk names for this herb: wonder of the world root. The gender of this herb is masculine. Its ruling planet is the sun. Its element is fire. The powers of this herb: love, wishes, healing, beauty, protection, and lust. Yeah, this is spicy. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. The root is carried. Okay, these are the magical uses of ginseng. Okay, the root is carried to attract love, as well as to guard one's health, to draw money, and to ensure sexual potency. Ginseng will also bring beauty to all who carry it. Burn ginseng to ward off evil spirits and to break hexes and curses. A tea of ginseng is used as a powerful lust-inducing drink, whether alone or mixed with other like herbs. Hold a ginseng root in your hands, visualize your wish into the root, and throw it into running water. Or carve your wish into a root and toss it into the water. Ginseng can be a substitute for mandrake, okay? So yeah, some of you guys might actually already have some ginseng tea bags in your cupboard, okay, in your pantry. So what I want you to do is start fixing your tea with intention. Like as you are pouring the hot water into the cup, I need you to speak to the herb, right? We just learned what ginseng is good for. You can rewind it and write this down yourself here, but ask the spirit of ginseng to come into your life, to come into your home, your mind, your body, your spirit, to bring love, to bring healing, to bring beauty. If you want some lust, you want to attract, but of course, everything is with intention. You have to be very specific, okay? But do with this information what you will. We're going to get another one here, okay? What herbs are currently calling out to group number 2, okay? What herbs are wanting to work with group 2 viewers' spirit? What herbs? Apple. Damn, okay, apples. What? So the folk names: fruit of the gods, fruit of the underworld, silver branch, the silver bow, tree of love. The gender of apple is feminine. Excuse my nose, excuse me. All right, the gender is feminine. Its ruling planet is Venus. That makes sense. Okay. The element of apple is water. Deities are associated with Venus, Dionysus. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Alwyn, Apollo, Athena, Hera, Aphrodite, Diana, Zeus, Iduna. Hopefully I pronounced that. Powers: love, healing, garden magic, immortality. Ritual uses: August 13th was Diana's festival in Greece, Venus in Rome, and on this day a ritual meal was prepared, part of which consisted of apples still hanging on their boughs. Wiccan altars are often piled high with apples on salmon. Hopefully I pronounced that right, okay? For the apple is considered to be one of the foods of the dead. For this very reason, salmon, I'm having a brain fart, is sometimes known as Feast of the Apples. The apple, damn, this is a lot. Good Lord. The apple is a symbol of immortality, a branch of the apple which bore buds, flowers, and fully ripened fruit, sometimes known as the silver bow, was a kind of magical charm which enabled its possessor to enter into the land of the gods, the underworld, in Celtic mythology. In the Old English ballad, Thomas or Thomas, I'm sorry, you guys. Thomas the Rhymer. The fairy queen warns Thomas against eating any of the apples and pears which hung in her garden. For to eat the food of the dead ensures there will be no return to the world of the living. In some Wiccan traditions, the apple is a symbol of the soul, and so they are buried on Samhain so that those who will be reborn in the spring will have food during the cold winter months. Magical uses. The apple has long been used in love spells. The blossoms are added to love sachets, brews, and incenses, and they are infused in melted pink wax, then strained out to make candles suitable to burn for attracting love. A simple apple love spell consists of cutting an apple in half and sharing it with your loved one. This ensures that you will be happy together. A similar spell directs you to hold an apple in your hands until warm and then give it to your intended. If he or she eats it, your love will be returned. Apples are also used in love divinations, which were so popular among unmarried women in Europe for many centuries. Simply cut an apple in two and cut the number of seeds. If there are even, marriage will soon occur. If one of the seeds is cut, it may be a stormy relationship. If two are cut, widowhood is foretold. However, if an uneven number of seeds are found, the woman will remain unmarried in the near future. One last love spell. Take an apple before it falls from the tree and write upon it with a sharp knife the following: Aleo, Delio plus Delato. What? Okay, excuse me. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm butchering all of this probably. As you do this, say the following words: I conjure thee, apple, by these names which are written on thee, that what woman or man toucheth and tasteth thee may love me and burn in my love as fire, mouth, wax. That's what it says. Okay? Then give the apple to whom you will, but be warned, for this, like much love magics, border on manipulation. Damn. For healing, cut an apple into 3 pieces. Rub each on the affected part of the body and then bury them. Do this during the waning of the moon to banish illnesses. To ensure that you do not contract a fever, eat an apple. If you are a gardener, pour cider onto freshly turned earth to give it life just before planting. Also pour libations on roots just before tree rituals. And if you grow apples, bury 13 leaves of an apple tree after harvest to ensure a good crop of apples next year. The Norse, as well as many other peoples, ate apples to gain immortality through wisdom, and the wood of the apple tree can be made into charms for longevity. Applewood also makes excellent magical wands, especially suited to emotional magic as well as love rites. Use apple cider in place of love where it is called for in old recipes. Apples can be fashioned into puppets or magical figures for use in spells, or images can be carved from the wood itself. Before eating any apple, rub it to remove any demons or evil spirits which might be hiding in it. You can't be too careful. Finally, unicorns live beneath apple trees as well as those of the ash. So, if you know an apple orchard, quietly go there on a misty day. You may see a single horn upraised and a horse-like animal quietly munching sweet, magical apples. Hopefully you guys can't hear the background noise. My son is crying. So, sorry if you can hear that, but those are the herbs. That was very long and lengthy. So if that was boring to you, I'm sorry. Normally it's not that long, but if this resonated with you, if that made, sense, or if something clicked and you're like, okay, I see why spirit guided me to these herbs, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up and let me know that you enjoyed it and want to see more like this. If you're interested in booking a personal private reading with me, definitely check out my website in the description box and we'll go ahead and set something up. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next group. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, connecting with those of you that selected group 3, pile number 3 here. Let's get into this very fun reading. So, of course, the main part of the reading, we're going to be using the Bibliomancy, using a book to be getting the messages, but I did need, for you guys to have something to pick your group. So I basically held the intention with these cards. What is your current energy right now? All right, so these are actually chakra cards. So we're going to tap into it. So starting out, you have the throat chakra. All right, so this is the throat chakra, and this is quest here. You also do have the, sacral chakra. And this is completion. So your current energy right now. So some of you guys recently put something to rest. So this could be like actual, loved one, actual person, whether they have passed away, moving on, moving forward, they're no longer here with us, or whether you have just chosen to walk away from somebody that's still living, okay? Or the completion card could also just be like you've wrapped up a certain, situation, you've moved out of a certain place, or you moved away from a certain job situation. So a completion can mean a lot of different things, but overall you guys are currently putting you're putting something to rest, and this is also an energy of grieving, grieving over what has ended and what is no longer going to be coming back. You know that it's over, it's done with, there's no turning back from this. But it's also like accepting. I feel like your energy right now is you guys are accepting that something is, no longer going to be there. You're accepting that something or someone or a situation is behind you. You've grown from it, you've learned from it, and in spirit, a part of whatever you have completed and whatever you have walked away from, it will always be with you in spirit and memory, okay? So your current energy, it's like with throat chakra here, it's like talking about what you have put to rest is a form of helping you grieve, helping you release, and helping you process this transition that you are going through and that you have been going through. So I feel like your spiritual team group number 3 is wanting you to talk more about, what has ended, what cycle in your life has ended, what relationship has ended, what you've chose or what you didn't have a choice to walk away from here. I also do get a very specific message, a current energy. Now, this is not going to be for all of you. Maybe a very few, okay, maybe just even one person. But if you're watching this and you recently did, lose a loved one, they have passed away, they have passed on, I do feel like they're coming through in this reading right now, and they're wanting you to know that they are with you, they are watching over you, they are around you here. All right. And a very specific message that they're wanting to communicate with you is speak up for yourself, use your voice, ask for the things that you're wanting. Okay. Open up. All right. Also, this is an even deeper, specific message, and you're going to know if this is for you or not, of course. But, if you have recently lost a loved one, they have passed away, they're talking about a sickness, they were dealing with a sickness that took their life, and you currently have a child, or you have children, this passed away loved one wants you to know that they're watching over you and especially your children. Okay. They could be, connecting with your child or your children. So your child could be like staring at random things, or, laughing or playing, you just tell that there's somebody there. Okay. Pay attention to that here. Okay. Group 3, also just a specific message, especially with Mars being retrograde now. If you've considered writing a book or just writing about your life, sharing or not even just writing, maybe even like, starting to upload content on whichever social media platform, connecting with people by sharing your story, this is a time to go back to that, because that's a part of your journey. You are meant to share your life experiences and inspire and motivate and help people heal, help people deal with the things that you have dealt with that are not so easy. Okay. You're a very creative being, and you're being called to create right now, and also speak up, share your story, because there's people out there that really need to hear your message. Group number 3. So don't doubt that, don't underestimate yourself. And this has been something that you've wanted to do for a while. Okay, this has been something, even like a childhood dream of yours, or just something that you've always, considered doing. This is a time to get into it. All right, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Okay. So just a little bit of, energy of what's around you right now, a little mini message, but we're going to get into the actual, reason that you clicked on this video. This is the book that we're going to be using. If you're interested in it, it's going to be in the description box. This is the Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. Okay, so we're going to be seeing what herbs are currently calling out to you at this time. What herbs would most benefit you, your life, and your current situation here. So, Spirit, please connect me with the viewers that selected pile 3, group 3 here. All right, all the viewers that will be connecting with group 3, pile 3, that will be selecting group 3 here. All right, what are the herbs that are currently calling out to group 3? Okay, what herbs would most benefit group 3 viewers at this time, Spirit? All right, so here we have, this is interesting, grain, as simple as that right here. Powers, protection, magical uses to protect yourself against evil, scattered grain all around your bedroom, to protect children when they are away from you, such as at school, throw a handful of grain after them as they leave. Be sure they do not see you do this. See specific grain. Interesting. So this could be any kind of grain, but underneath it, it says here, grains of paradise, folk names, African pepper, guinea grains, malaqueta pepper, malaqueta. The gender is masculine. The ruling planet is Mars. The element is fire. The powers of the grains of paradise: lust, luck, love, money, wishes. The magical uses: grains of paradise are used in love, lust, luck, and money spells and sachets. It is also one of the herbs used for wishing. Hold some in your hands, make a wish, and then throw a little of the herb to each direction, beginning in the north and ending in the west. Interesting, but this was the first one that caught my eye when I opened the book. This could be more specific grain, but I feel any kind of grain. And it's interesting how they mentioned children. I do feel like focusing on protection around you, your child, cleansing your child's energy if you have a child or if you're carrying a child. That's something that's coming through here. But any kind of grain, any grains that call out to you, that's coming through for you here. All right, I'm going to get more. Okay, what herbs are currently calling out to group 3, Spirit? What herbs are currently calling out to group number 3? All right, what are the herbs that are currently calling out to group 3? These two, allspice and alfalfa. So we'll start with allspice. Allspice caught my eye first. Okay. Folk names: Edo, Madir, Bashin, and I'm not gonna even butcher the last one. The gender of this allspice is masculine. The ruling planet is Mars. The element is fire. Powers: money, luck, healing. Allspice is burned as an incense to attract money or luck and is also added to such mixtures. Allspice is also used to promote healing. Okay. And then we have alfalfa. Folk names for alfalfa root are buffalo herb, lucerne, purple medic, jat. The gender of this herb is feminine. The planet is Venus. The element is earth. The powers are prosperity, anti-hunger, money. Keep in the home to protect from poverty and hunger. It is best placed in a small jar in the cupboard or pantry. Also burn alfalfa and scatter the ashes around the property for this purpose. Alfalfa is also used in money spells. Damn. So if you have been wanting to attract more money, more prosperity, if there's been issues, keeping food in the home, definitely connect with these herbs for sure. And I'm going to get you one more. Spirit is telling me there's another one that's wanting to connect with you. Herbs that would most benefit group 3, pile 3 spirit. Okay, what is this? Oregon grape. I've never heard of this, so definitely look this up. Okay. Folk names: California barberry, Oregon grapefruit, Rocky Mountain grape. Okay, the gender of this herb is feminine. The planet, ruling planet is Earth. The powers: money, popularity. Carry this root to draw money and financial security and to gain popularity here. Damn. So, excuse me. A lot of herbs came through to draw in money in abundance for you guys. So if that's something that you've been, wanting to connect more with, definitely check that out. And I'm going to read you this last one just because my hand was on it. This is Orris. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. The gender of this herb is feminine. The ruling planet is Venus. The element is water. The deities are Aphrodite, Isis, Osiris, Hera, and Iris. Powers: love, protection, divination. Magical uses: the orris root has long been used to find and hold love. The whole orris root is carried, the powder added to sachets, sprinkled on sheets, clothing, and the body, as well as around the house. Orris root powder is sometimes known as love drawing powder. In Japan, the orris was used as a protectant against evil spirits. The roots and leaves were hung from the eaves of the house and added to the bathwater for personal protection. Suspend a whole root from a small length of cord or yarn, and with this pendulum, find answers to your questions. Interesting. So, group number 3, that was your quick reading on what herbs are currently calling out to you. So, if this resonated with you, if this made a lot of sense, if there was some synchronicities with this, or it, just really was clicking for you, definitely comment down below. I would love to know how so. Also, be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up. It lets me know that you want to see more like so. And if you're interested in booking a personal private reading with me, definitely check out my website in the description box down below. And we'll go ahead and get something set up. But I'm going to move on to the last, but definitely not least group. Let's go. Alrighty, and for those of you that selected pile 4, group number 4 here, let's go ahead and get into this fun reading on what herbs are currently calling out to you. What herbs would you most benefit from working with at this time, okay? So the main part of the reading is going to be using the book, okay? But of course I had to get something for you to pick your group with. So with these cards, I basically asked Spirit to just let us know what your current energy is. Okay, these are some chakra cards. So we're going to get right into it. So your current energy here, we have root chakra. And this is renewal. This is refreshing. This is beautiful to see. Okay, so you guys are going through renewal. I feel like you guys are taking more pride in your health. Okay, you guys are doing more things that are grounding and relaxing. You're putting yourself first. Okay, and I feel like your current energy, it's like things in your life are slowly starting to improve. Things are getting better. You're starting to become more optimistic. You're starting to feel more like yourself again. All right, maybe after going through a rough patch or going through just like a difficult karmic lesson, a karmic cycle that put you through the mud. All right, but it's like you guys are getting your spark back. You guys are starting to feel better again. And a reference that Spirit just brought up to me, it's like after you have a baby, you go through this big transition in your whole life, especially after you have your first child. Your whole life like literally changes, and your identity, going through identity crisis, or just feeling like you've lost yourself, or just feeling down a lot, feeling sad, just being super emotional. It's like you're getting to this point after you've had your first child that you're starting to feel like yourself again, or you're just starting to feel better again. You're not as sad, you're more in the flow, you're more in alignment. So maybe I'm picking up on a specific person that chose group number 4. Maybe this is actually something that you're going through. You're starting to feel like yourself again, or you're just starting to feel better, more happy. Your hormones are coming back into stillness and coming back into equilibrium, which is very beautiful. But, of course, not all of you that selected this group, have children, or not all of you have experienced. That's just an example. Some of you guys could have just been going through a lot of depression, a lot of, things with your mental, a lot of rough patches in life, And it's like now you're getting to a point, your current energy, things are shifting, okay? Your fate, your fortune is shifting in a good way. All right. You're surrounding yourself with good vibrations. You're eating, foods that heal the body, that nourish the body. So good for you. All right. And then we also do have the sacral. Okay, the sacral chakra. And this is perseverance. And damn, that's crazy. I was literally feeling, it's like, I feel like you guys really, had to pull through. You had to push yourself to get to this renewal. This renewal didn't just, there it is. No, that's not how it worked. You guys, I'm getting like this. You guys were in the slums for like some months. Y'all were dealing with some stuff for some months, maybe for some of you some years, but you persevered. You pushed through it. You are strong-willed, group number 4. And so, while, I'm not saying that moving forward, everything is going to be perfect and nothing is ever going to go wrong again. That's not the case, because life happens, things happen. But I do feel like a lot of the heaviness is behind you. And there's a sense of your spiritual team wanting you to know that you did that. Like, you did that. Some of you guys struggled with a lot of these rough times. You struggled alone. You didn't have anybody in the 3-dimensional world to, pat you on the back and tell you it'll be okay and you'll make it through. Or you didn't have anybody to listen to you and hold space for you when you needed it the most. You didn't have that. All right. And so it's like your spiritual team wants you to know that even though there was moments when you felt alone and you felt like nobody cared, your spiritual team was still there for you. Your guardian angels, your ancestors, all right? They were there with you in spirit, okay? And they want you to know that you have come a long way and you deserve all of the beautiful blessings and all of this renewal energy, this rebirth energy that you're walking into. This is very beautiful. This is very beautiful. There were times where you wanted to give up. There were times where you lost hope. There were times where you felt like, you didn't even want to keep going. You were just done. But look at you. You're still here. You're watching this video. You've made it. And so it's like your spiritual team, group number 4, wants to applaud you. They want to commend you, and they want you to know that you are so freaking strong, okay? You are so loved and you are so supported, and I feel like you don't have a lot of people that tell you that in your life. You know what I'm saying? They might think it, but they keep it to themselves. And there's times where you're like, damn, I wish somebody would just tell me, how proud they are of me. Or I wish somebody would just tell me, like what they like about me or something like that. And it's like your spiritual team sees you, they hear you, and they're with you. So never think that what you have been doing in the fight that you have been fighting is going unnoticed. And that's something big that's coming through here. And so for those of you watching this and things are really hard for you right now and you're like, what renewal? It's coming. If it hasn't already started, it's about to come. Okay? Feeling better. Feeling new opportunities, new blessings, the energy getting lighter, feeling a weight lifted off of your shoulder, not struggling so much, all right, or not struggling at all. okay? Push through. Push through, okay? Perseverance. Do not give up. Your journey is not meant to end here. You still have a long ways to go, is what Spirit is communicating, okay? So that was beautiful. Just a little quick message for you. But let's get into the actual purpose of this reading. What herbs would you most benefit from at this time? What herbs are calling out to you at this time? Okay, so Spirit, please connect me. Ooh, Spirit. Let's see here. Spirit, please connect me with group number 4. Okay, group 4 viewers, what herbs would most benefit group 4 in their situation at this time, Spirit? All right, what herbs is calling out? What herbs are calling out to group 4? Group 4 right here. Grape. Damn, eat some grapes, motherfucker. All right, what is this? So they're saying here grapes. The gender of grapes is feminine. The ruling planet is the moon. The deities are, the element is water. The deities, Hathor, Dionysus. I am butchering stuff tonight. I'm sorry. Bacchus. Okay. The powers of grape, fertility, garden magic, mental powers, money. Magical uses. Pictures of grapes can be painted onto garden walls to ensure fertility as well. As was done in ancient Rome, eating grapes or raisins increases fertility as well as strengthens your mental powers. Place grapes on the altar during money spells. Okay. So grass also stood out. We have the powers are psychic powers, protection, magical uses. Suspend a ball of green grass in the front window of the home to drive out evil and to protect it. Tie knots in grass around the home for the same purpose. Blades of grass carried help psychic powers. Use green grass to mark a wish on a stone or simply rub the grass against it to make a greenish spot. Visualize your need and then bury the stone or throw it into running water. Interesting. Let's get some more. Spirit, what herbs are currently calling out to group number 4? What herbs would group 4 currently benefit from? Yarrow. This is a good one. Okay. Okay. So there's a lot of different folk names for yarrow here. Arrowroot, although yarrow is not what is commonly referred to as arrowroot. Bad man's plaything, carpenter's weed, death's flower, devil's nettle, eerie, field hops, but it's yarrow, okay? Yarrow. The gender of yarrow is feminine. The ruling planet is Venus. Okay, the element is water. Powers, courage, love, psychic powers, exorcism. Magical uses. When worn, yarrow protects the wearer, and when held in the hand, it stops all fear and grants courage. A bunch of dried yarrow hung over the bed or yarrow used in wedding decorations ensures a love lasting at least 7 years. Yarrow is also used in love spells. Carrying yarrow not only brings love, but it also attracts friends and distant relations you wish to contact. It draws the attention of those you most want to see. The flowers are made into an infusion, and the resulting tea is drunk to improve psychic powers. Washing the head with a yarrow infusion will prevent baldness but won't cure it if it has already begun. Yarrow is also used to exorcise evil, or get rid of evil and negativity from a person, place, or thing. We also do have yellow evening primrose. Folk names: war poison, sundrop, okay, tree primrose, evening primrose. Powers hunting. Magical uses: American Indians rubbed this plant against their moccasins and body to ensure a good hunt and to cause excuse me, and to cause snakes to avoid them. Wow. Okay, and one more for group 4. One more herb that is calling out to group 4 that would most benefit group 4. Bleeding heart. Interesting. Feminine is the gender. Planet is Venus. Element is water. Powers love. Crush the flower. If the juice is red, your love has a heart full of love for you. But if it is white, he or she doesn't love you. When grown, the plant brings love. The bleeding heart, when grown indoors, has the reputation of producing negative vibrations. To forestall this, plant a coin in the soil and all will be right. Interesting. Oh, wow. All right. So, group number 4, that was your fun little mini reading. If this resonated with you, if this made sense, if this brought some synchronicities or some confirmation to you, definitely comment down below. Let me know how so. Also, definitely be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up. It lets me know that you enjoyed and you want to see more, like so. And if you're interested in booking a personal private reading with me, definitely be sure to head over to my website. The link is in the description and we'll get something set up. This reading was very different, just a random little idea that crossed my mind that I wanted to do. So thank you for watching and I really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.